everyone, it's Lindsay. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the pieces that I have picked up recently for my home. For the last few months I have been adding new pieces in my home. There were some things that I felt like I wanted to bring in, specifically more home decor to show a bit more of my personality. I've been trying to be very careful when it comes to home decor in general because I feel like having too much of it can add a little bit of unnecessary clutter, and while I still want to keep things a little bit minimal, I still wanted to showcase more of my personality. So I feel like this haul is going to be a lot more fun than last year's home decor haul. I think that last year's home decor haul was a little bit more basic, and this one to me is a lot more fun. So let's get into it. We're gonna start off with the small decorative items. So the first piece that I have to share with you guys was a crystal. To be honest, I don't really remember why I ended up picking this up other than I just thought that it looked cool. Crystals are always pretty. I don't know if you do that or you see that with coffee tables. Sometimes people would put like candles on top of a tray, or they put like that chain decorative item on top of coffee tables, but instead of doing that I decided to put a crystal on top of my coffee table book. I think that it's beautiful. You can't go wrong with it. It's just a small but like noticeable detail when it comes to decorating the coffee table. Speaking of coffee table books, I have two to share with you guys. And coffee table books were one of the hardest things for me to find because I am very picky when it comes to coffee table books. I didn't want to get a pair of just random books that I would never really pick up and look at. I really wanted to get something that felt a bit more personal, that I would pick up from time to time to get inspired. The first one is called Maison Parisian Chic at Home. This one I felt like I had to get it because, fun fact, I have always been very drawn into the Parisian interior design and now just style in general. And so I did pick up this coffee table book from Amazon. I have looked through it and it's something that I know I'll be able to reference and still get inspired from it. And the second book that I have is actually a photo album, and I got this from the site Mochi Things, I believe is what it's called. And I've had my eye on this for about a year, and the reason why I was really drawn to this one because it didn't really look like your standard huge photo album. It kind of just looks like a book. It also has some French on it, which is always a nice touch. I just thought that it looked super classy, and I don't really have any photos in here. Which I knew that was gonna happen. And another reasons why I decided to go for a photo album, because I just feel like it's always fun to like go look into a photo album and look at past memories. I felt like it was something that I would pick up. I just have not gone through and actually add the photos in here, which I have to do that. I do think that it looks good on top of the Parisian Chic at Home coffee table book. So I usually keep this on my table like this, and then I put the crystal on top. And I think it goes together really well. Last small home decor piece that I want to share with you guys is this marble bowl. I ended up getting this from HomeGoods, and I was really surprised at the cost of this. I think this was about $25 to $30. I really love how this looks, and I felt like it went really well with a lot of my decor and also the wall color in this home. The same thing as the crystal. I feel like you can't go wrong when it comes to marble. I think that this is just a lovely piece. All right, let's move on to the pillows, and they're actually right behind me. Let me go get them. Alright, so the first pillow I have to share with you guys is this lumber pillow that I got from HomeGoods, and it was one that I immediately fell in love with because I just love this type of style. It reminded me of a rug and I really like it. I felt like it went really well with a lot of my decor, but I ended up keeping it on my bed, and surprisingly I don't think it looks that bad on my bed because I do feel like the pattern kind of goes with the wallpaper in a weird way. Maybe you might disagree with me, but I thought that it kind of went. All right, and then the last pillows that I got, I'm just gonna hold up one of them because they're pretty big, but they're just like regular Euro pillows. Wait, I got hair on this one. And same thing with the lumber pillow. I think that this adds a nice finishing touch to your bed. I do like that it has a zipper that you can take off the pillow cover and wash it when it gets gross. And they're just really soft and fluffy and comfortable. And I do like how it has a little bit of a pattern. It's noticeable, but not too noticeable, and still goes with the rest of my bed. The next category that we're gonna talk about is art. And art, I think, is incredibly difficult to find / purchase. Art can really define the theme of your space. And for me, I just love so many different styles that when it comes to like decorating my own home, I actually have a really tough time getting things to look very cohesive because I just love different styles. But the first new art piece that I purchased was from Target. It was from the Studio McGee collection. I know it sounds kind of silly and like pretentious to say, but I did feel like that this painting really just spoke to me. I just remember seeing it in the store and I immediately fell in love with it. And the reason why is because it really reminded me of the view from my old apartment. We lived on one of the top floors, and so the view of the sky was like absolutely beautiful. We were just overlooking like a forest preserve, so it looked like we were in a different state. And I just remember like loving the view and going outside in the summertime or just when it's warm in general. And this painting really reminded me of that, and it just made me all like warm and fuzzy looking at it, so I decided to pick this up. So the next two art prints are probably my favorite. I got them from Desenio, not sponsored. I just really like Desenio for art prints, and I absolutely love these art prints because they feel a lot more like me and what my style currently is. So the first art print is like these black and white flowers that I really love. I was so drawn to this art piece, and I just like this style in general. But I've been seeing a lot of like the checkerboard or just black and white stripes be very popular lately when it comes to home decor, and I just love how it was incorporated in this art piece. Again, I know I've said this like a million times in this video, but this is an art print that I feel like I'm going to incorporate in different ways when it comes to my next home. And then the second art print is this like black / taupey colored abstract print that the reason why I ended up getting this is because I felt like it went really well with the black and white flowers next to it. I got those two to replace the golden leaves art print that I had recently. It kind of made my living room look like a stage home. I know that's really random, but I felt like it was a little too stiff and formal, and I didn't feel like it really represented my personal style. So I felt like these two were a bit more reflective of that. I've been trying to introduce small touches of black with my home decor, so I felt like it was able to be introduced well when it came to my art prints. Alright, and the last category that I'm going to talk about are actually furniture pieces. And so the first new furniture piece that I got in the beginning of the year is a new coffee table for my family room. We did not have a coffee table. We were actually using my daughter's activity table, and so we finally decided to get a coffee table, and I wanted to go for a triangle shaped one. In the past, when it came to that sofa, I've used a circular coffee table, and truthfully, I don't think square or rectangle coffee table would look good up against that sectional, because that sectional is already like boxy as it is, and I felt like a circle or a triangle or a different shape that's not a square or rectangle would help balance it out a little bit more. We got this coffee table from Amazon. To be honest, it's not really the best quality because it is kind of wobbly, but I feel like it gets the job done. I do like that it is a different shape. I don't think it really photographs as well, but so far it's still pretty good. It hasn't broken down. We are always by that coffee table. My daughter likes to color or play on that. All right, and the last piece I'm going to talk about is a new floor lamp, and I ended up getting a new floor lamp for my living room. And it feels kind of silly because the new floor lamp actually kind of looks like the old one. The difference with the old one is that it had like 3 poles, or I guess 3 legs, and this one only has like 1 pole. I also got this from Target. I don't think I mentioned that. And also I felt like this lamp was a little bit shorter than I would have liked, but overall I like it. I'm happy with it. I don't really have too huge problems with it. All right, and those are all the pieces that I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, I'm going to try and link as many of the items as I possibly could in the description box. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone!